In this short training module, I'll be running through why audience data is more important than keyword data. And this is specifically in reference to search campaigns where you can bid on individual keywords. And it's why smart bidding strategies will always win these days. Whenever you run really any campaign in Google, but particularly in this case, we're talking about direct keyword targeting, which derives down to search campaigns. Now, you can also cross-translate this to shopping campaigns in regards to when you're looking at the keyword data. You might be going into a shopping campaign, looking at some keyword data, and then deciding to negative keyword out some very broad keywords. But this video should hopefully guide you in why that might not be a good idea. Historically, if we look back 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, precise keyword bidding was absolutely the way to win on Google. For example, you could bid on the keyword furniture, or you could bid on the keyword white 4-seater lounge room sofa. So you can get very, very hyper specific with what we actually want to bid on and make sure that that's relevant to the product that we're selling. In this case, we're obviously selling a white 4-seater lounge room sofa. And so we would want to be scooping up traffic from people searching for that rather than people just generally searching for the keyword furniture. Now, with that being said, why doesn't that apply these days? Well, the thing to note is Google has over 70 million psychographic data points on every single user that's on the platform. So when we talk about, and when I just talk about in my audits, how Google's creating a customer model on the end user, that's based on 70 million different touch points. So every single user has a matrix, you could think of it, with 70 million ones, and then all of those ones sit between a 0 to a 1 depending on the individual user's activity. So let me relate this back to this example and show you what this actually means within the context of a campaign. One user searching for furniture, the other searching for the white 4-seater lounge room sofa. 2 years ago, you would have gone, let's remove this and let's just bid on this. This is going to give us the highest ROI. It's going to give us the highest quality traffic. But what it doesn't take into consideration is the actual individual person outside of the search. Google has all this data on these users. They know the age, they know the search history, they know the estimated income, they know the bounce rates, they know the bounce rates on similar websites related to furniture, they know the time spent on average on similar websites to yours, they know cross-device activity, they know your estimated family size, they know the number of your estimated children, they know your real estate purchasing history, whether you've been in market, looking for houses, whether that's rentals, buys, etc., and usually whether you've purchased or not. Because the second you stop searching and your IP address moves, Google can infer that you just moved into a new house. And you can actually target those users directly as an audience on Google. You can go in and go for recently moved into new homeowner home. So with all that being said, Google knows all this information. They know that the person searching for furniture is a 38-year-old, likely a family of 4, very high degree likelihood of high income earner, and they're a recent homeowner. This user, who searched for a much more specific keyword, is actually a 19-year-old, still lives with parents, low-income earner, but they're looking for rentals, which explains why they made this keyword search, but it doesn't show very high intent at all that they're going to make the purchase. This one does. And so when you take into consideration the actual audience data, the psychographic data points on the end users, that becomes way more important and way more relevant than the keyword that's actually being typed into Google and being searched for. And so in this instance, you would actually want to bid, spend money on, place your ads on the user that searched for furniture rather than the user that searched for white 4-seater lounge room sofa. And so when it comes to search campaigns, it explains why smart bidding strategies will always outperform manual bidding. You can go in there and you can manually adjust dependent on individual keywords, but it's never going to outperform running a smart bidding strategy. It also explains why broad keywords, like just putting furniture in, is going to outperform hyper-specific targeting when you're at large budgets. Now, it's important to have the caveat here of large budgets. If you do very broad keywords with very low budgets and very low amount of data within the account, it's not going to work that well. You don't have any conversion data accumulated, so Google's not that inclined to know actually what specific demographic details are going to convert on your site. But if you do have a lot of conversion data, if you are at scale, putting something like this in a search campaign is actually going to outperform a keyword like this, because it gives more flexibility for for Google to go and place on a larger population of people who are going to have a higher likelihood of overlapping with this particular demographic. This also applies to shopping. So you might go into a shopping campaign, you might be looking at the keywords that you're placing on and see majority of the spend is going into this keyword. Why would we place on such a broad keyword? Let's negative keyword it out. But what you don't realize, once again, is it's not about the keyword being searched. It's about all the searches prior to that search. It's about all of the activity prior to that search that's going to show the highest intent for purchase likelihood upon the search that you actually bid on.